I am so excited to welcome you to this quick live call. My name is Malia, of course, and I have a good friend of mine, Patti, is on the call with us today. Thank you, Patti, for joining us. We're so excited to chat with you for just a minute.
Well, I'm so excited to be here. And Malia, anytime I get to talk to you, it's a lot of fun. And to get to talk about the stories and the summit, what better topic?
Okay, so she led us right into hopefully what you've heard about. If not, I am streaming live into a few different pages right now on Facebook. If you have not heard, we are kicking off this weekend with our first ever family story summit. Now, first ever meaning I've never seen anybody even try to accomplish what we're doing in the summit. And so we're really excited. And Patti is one of our featured speakers that will be joining us this weekend. So we're on here to tell you to go grab your tickets. There's a link right here underneath, and then I'll add it in the comments as well. But also because you have to see what Patti does. Now, look at her carefully. Do you recognize her? Like, she's actually pretty legit. Like, she has a book. You want to show your book? I'm just gonna rave about you for a minute. She's amazing. So she has a Christmas and an Easter book that are beautiful, and it's all about rocks telling stories. So our summit this weekend is all about storytelling, and in my head I was like, wait, Patti, she tells stories with rocks. And I thought, okay, I have to get her on this summit. So thank you so much for being willing to join us here. So with that being said, Patti, can you tell us a little bit about what our audience will learn from you this weekend?
I'm super excited to be on the Family Story Summit. So thank you, Malia. And yes, I'm all about rocks and pebbles and just the standard ones you find when you go walking outside or on a vacation and you find them and what to do with them. And that is to tell stories with them. So I organize rocks and pebbles until they are a picture that you can take a photograph of or you can put up on the wall. And these pictures are really beautiful because every one is a one of a kind and anyone can do it. And you don't know that until you actually try it. So I'm going to be talking at the summit about how important our stories are and how a picture, that something about that story is a doorway into telling the story for whatever audience, it might be to a grandchild or it might be for your family history, whatever it is. And how rock art is such a simple, beautiful way to create these stories and create them with family members or other people. And then you've created that memory into the story as well. So I'm going to show you how to do it, but I'm also going to show you some very personal stories of my own with my parents and how I used rock art and some video and some music to create something that actually I put in the memory section of the Family Search app because I felt like that was so central to who I am and what my relationship is. And I want to share that, how you can do that as well.
That's awesome. Now, for anybody that doesn't know what Family Search is, it's kind of a big worldwide pedigree chart. So you can go on there and load pictures and research your ancestors and records. And so that is just a great place to put it. I'm glad you added that because that's incredible. Now, Patti has created an ebook for those that attend her class for free. You're just going to drop your email in there. When you see her class, you're going to be able to click on a link, a special link just for the summit. And I kind of browsed through it, and I'm super excited about it because she's kind of gotten my daughter and I a little hooked on rocks. It was funny because we went out. Well, my kids went outside. I didn't know they were looking for rocks, and they came back with concrete boulders and it was just a mess. And so I took a quick picture and I'm like, Patti, what do I do with this? She's like, well, those would make great planets. And I was like, oh my gosh, I could see this really cool thing about creation or something like that. So let's take a look at your ebook and maybe you can kind of just share a few thoughts. We don't want to give too much away because it's going to be exciting this weekend, but would love for you to share anything.
Okay, great. Can you see that picture of it?
Yep.
Great. So this ebook has about 19 pages in it, and it's free. This is just a free download for you. And what I put in it are examples of rock art that you can use yourself. And then, of course, you got to find your rocks. So we'll talk a little bit about that. But I'm going to show you complicated examples of rock art and simple ones. Like here's a rock climber with a name. Yes, that's the brand, but just put your own family name in there. So you can just use letters, or you can show events. The adventure mobile, that was a fun one to do. But even more importantly than that, that's all play and fun. but it's telling these really meaningful, heartfelt stories. And so I tell my story about how pretty dysfunctional relationship I had with my dad and how we were able to connect. And we did that through music. And this beautiful one with my mom of how tender our relationship is. And I go into that and how I did these pieces. And then, you don't have to use rocks. You could use perishables because we're just taking pictures of the art that we do. So I show some of that from my garden and what we do. So it's very quick, but I'm going to give you lots of examples of what you can be doing to create that entrance into your story, that opening to be able to tell your story with the people around you. And then we'll go into the simplest way possible to do it. Anyone, a 3-year-old can do this. I've seen them do it. So it might look complicated when I give you my examples, but we're going to end on a note of, no, you can do this. And I've even created a full tutorial on YouTube, so you can go do this, and worksheets, et cetera, and then other places if you want to do more rock art and more resources. So this whole book's for free. It's for you.
Awesome.
So anybody can download it that comes to the presentation.
That is so awesome, Patti. Thank you so much. That is super exciting. I can't wait to implement that with my kids and maybe kind of guide them to, they need to go and look at the Find Your Rocks, like when you talk about which rocks to find.
There's definitely certain shapes you want to find. So, you're looking for the round ones, you're looking for the tall ones, and you can make anything with those. So we talk about that too.
That's awesome. So make sure you click on the link below or above or wherever the link happens to be. Look for the link, but get your tickets today because it starts Friday. And so we want to make sure that you are coming. And then we have a ton of giveaways, like Patti has some. We have a big one that's worth $1,200. She's giving away a book, beautiful book. And so make sure that you register for a class and make sure you share. The way you're going to get the grand prize is by sharing this on social media with friends and family. And there's something for everybody. There's something for everybody. We've got different musicians and artists and authors coming together collectively with Patti to really just infuse this love of story and how can we tell a better story. So thank you, Patti, for joining us, and make sure you guys click on the link, and we'll see you Friday.
Oh yes, sign up for all of them. I will be listening to all of them. I can't wait to learn from everybody. So it's going to be a great summit, and it's free. So I'll be there. Hope everybody else will be too.
Awesome. Thanks, Patti.
Okay, bye, Malia.